today is Vlogtober 6. You might realize that there is no Vlogtober 5. I did have a video prepared and it's waiting there. It's private still. But I think I'm going to delete it because, yeah, it's not quite what I was hoping it would be. And I personally like it, but I don't think you guys are going to really find it all that interesting. So I'm just going to save the video clips to my computer. And I'll take similar ones, but shorter, another day. So, yeah, I'm not going to have Vlogtober 5. Sorry. I didn't really have a whole lot to say anyway. It was a weird day. I was working. And I don't know. It's just, it was an off day. Wasn't in a bad mood or anything, but it was just an off day. Like, I don't know. So anyway, what I wanted to talk about today is, well, I have a little confession to make and a little bit of a change in what I'm trying to achieve this month for, like, eating habits and goals and stuff like that. Okay, so my first confession, or my only confession, at least for today, let's do them one at a time here. I guess it's not that big of a deal. Like, you guys probably won't care, but it's something that I promised I wasn't going to do, and that is get on the scale every day, and I have been doing that. But I kind of wanted to see, because I've been working really hard this month with eating well, getting out, getting active, and it's just, with the amount of weight that I have to lose, I should be losing something, and I'm stuck. Like, it won't budge at all. So, I'm just, yeah, I don't know. I did a little bit of research last night because, as you might know if you've watched enough of my videos, you'll know that I have both PCOS and insulin resistance, and they usually go hand in hand, but not always, but they often do. And I was doing some research on it, and, yeah, I think, even though it doesn't seem like I'm eating too much to most of you, I think for the type of diagnosis that I have, and it has been diagnosed with blood tests and stuff, that I'm just eating too much. Even when I'm eating 1,600 calories, I'm eating too much. Now, I did some research on exactly what it means and exactly what it means for eating and diet and losing weight and stuff. And basically, what I found was that if an average female needed approximately 1,800 calories, and this is like basing on her height, weight, whatever, it's not me, it's like an average female, that average female, if she had PCOS, would need 1,400 calories. And if she had insulin resistance on top of the PCOS, she would need even less without going under 1,200. So it really is a fact that people that have my hormonal conditions don't need to eat as much because the metabolism is too slow, and with the insulin resistance, really the immense amount of sugars are converted to fat, and I have the fat to prove it. I mean, yeah, I've done binges and everything, but the way it's distributed on me is the same as it would be on any PCOS or insulin resistant person. So it's mostly in my stomach. Well, it's all over, but there's a lot of it in my stomach. And yeah, and I think the reason why I'm not losing is because I'm eating what an average person would need to eat, not as somebody who has PCOS and insulin resistance. And I'm beginning to accept the fact that no matter what I eat, no matter how healthy the food is, the quantity of calories is going to make a difference at this point in my life. I don't know if it's... No, don't eat my glasses, little turd. And I don't know if it's because, like, I'm over 30 now, or if it's just because of these hormonal conditions. Now, at the end of, like, around the end of 2012 and the beginning of sorry, the end of 2011 and the beginning of 2012, I did lose quite a bit of weight. And I was eating about, I would say 1,200 calories to 1,400 calories a day. And on top of that, I was on metformin, which is supposed to help with the insulin resistance and help with weight loss, some people who are eating properly. And I lost weight like that, but I stopped the metformin and I don't really want to go back on it. So I think I'm just going to have to suck it up and go back down to 1,200. Now that might seem like I'm restricting, and to most of you it probably would be restricting. But if you don't have my hormonal conditions and you haven't been stuck at this weight when you're trying so hard to lose, then you really don't know where I'm coming from, to be honest. I do not want to go back down to 1,200. It's hard. But I don't really see any other option. So, I mean, if I go over every once in a while, like if it's, say, Thanksgiving, and I overeat, like, you know, even 1,800 calories a day, whatever, that's one day. One day is not going to make a difference. But for every day, I'm going to have to average out about 1,200. Definitely going to try not to go under 1,200. So between 1,200 and 1,300 is what I'm going to average about. Ooh, sorry. So, yeah, I don't really see another option because I am really stuck, and I've been trying all this month, and I know I'm only a week into the month, but it doesn't matter. At this weight, trying as hard as I have, I should have lost something, and I'm losing nothing. Nothing. So I'm tired of not losing anything. Yeah, I want to eat healthy and I want to feel healthy and everything, but I'm never going to be healthy if I don't start losing. So even though I don't want to focus my attitude on what the scale says, I have to focus something on what the scale says, and if it's not going to move, I'm never going to be healthy. So I also know, and I don't know if this is going to happen again, I also know, though, that at one point I did reverse these hormonal conditions when I got to goal weight. When I was 21, I think it was when I was 21, I was almost to goal weight. I had lost a ton. I lost like 80 pounds. Of course, I put it all back on and then some, but I had lost a lot, and I went and got recent blood tests, and she's like, this wasn't supposed to happen. You weren't supposed to reverse that. And I was like, well, I did. So I know that I can reverse it. I don't know if I can now, but we'll see. If I reverse it, by the time I get to goal weight, maybe I can go back up to like 1,600 or something for maintenance. But I am gonna have to reverse it before that's possible. I've also done some research on the type of foods to eat, and while I want to stay high carb because I like carbs better, for one, I really don't know if that's going to be smart at this point, and not that I'm going to go Atkins or anything, but I think I am going to have to like lower my intake of carbs a little bit, because with the type of hormonal conditions I have, really that sugar is converted to fat way more quickly than your normal person. I mean, it's just a fact. That's how it works. And so if any of you out there have had diagnosed PCOS with insulin resistance and you've been able to overcome it eating high carb, definitely let me know. Because I want to stay high carb as much as possible. Not 80-10-10 or anything, but I would like to eat the majority of my calories from carbs because I prefer them. But I think I'm going to have to incorporate more protein and more fat into my diet at this point in time. Just until I start reversing these hormonal conditions so that I can start living like a normal person again. I don't know. So that's what it is right now. If you have any suggestions, please leave them in the comments below. And, yeah. Tomorrow will be my first 1,200 calorie day. I can't say I'm looking forward to it. But it is what it is. Hopefully by the end of October I'll be seeing some results on the scale. Hopefully. Alright, so we will see you tomorrow. Thanks.